Okay, I have started the recording. So new topic is, let's create a new page. Arrays and loops we will see together. First we will see arrays. What are the arrays? Right? So introduction to arrays we will see first. What is array? Why to use array? And syntax of the arrays. Okay. Now, what is an array? Can you tell me? What is an array? When you talk about array, you can say, first thing, what is an array? Right? So here inside this I can say page introduction to array. Introduction to arrays. What is an array? So when you talk about array, array is an data structure. Remember that. What is an array? An array is a data structure in a JavaScript that is used to store the collection of values or elements. That is used to store what? Collection of values or elements. Array is a data structure in a JavaScript that is used to store the collection of values or elements. These elements can be of any data type. These elements can be of any data type. Now, how many data types are there in the JavaScript? Number, string, object, function, booleans, whatever, right? Arrays are ordered. Arrays are ordered. Now, what do you mean by ordered? Arrays are ordered, meaning they maintain the sequence of the element, and each element is associated with unique index, and each element is associated with what? Unique index. Correct? Each element is associated with unique index. JavaScript arrays are dynamic, right? JavaScript arrays are dynamic, which means you can add or remove element as you needed. As you need, you can add or remove element as and when it is needed. Okay. So this is nothing but what? Intro to an array. What is an array? It is the data structure in the JS used to store a collection of values or elements. Used to store collection of values or element. These elements can be of any data type: numbers, strings, object, and functions or boolean, whatever. Arrays are ordered. These things need to be remembered. Arrays are ordered, meaning that they maintain the sequence of the elements, and each element is associated with the unique index. JavaScript arrays are dynamic, which means that they can be added or removed at any point in time. H1. So here we can say why to use arrays. Why we use arrays. Why do we use arrays? Arrays are commonly used in JavaScript. Arrays are commonly used in JavaScript because they provide efficient way to store and manipulate the collection of data. Arrays are commonly used in JavaScript because they provide an efficient way to store and manipulate collection of data, right? They are particularly list of items. They are particularly useful when you need to work with a list of items that share the common characteristics like list of names, list of numbers, or list of objects. So whenever you maintain the list kind of data, you need to use what? An array. So arrays simplify tasks such as storing and accessing the related data element. Right? Related data element. So when you will use array, remember that if you have any situation, consider that list of invoices. You want to store the list of invoices, or you want to store list of numbers, list of contact numbers. So whenever there is a collection, at that time you will use array. Did you get this or not? Whenever there is a situation where you need to, when there is a situation when you need to maintain the collection of the data, multiple elements, you need to work on the multiple elements. At that time you will go ahead with what? Array. First thing you will go ahead with what? An array. Did you understand that? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, why use arrays? Then how do you declare the array? Declaring the array. Declaring the array. How do you declare? So there are two ways. In JavaScript, you can declare the arrays in two ways. Let's go ahead in the code and let us see. How do you declare the array? Const fruits. I need to work with the multiple fruits. So variable name also should be plural. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Variable name also should be what? Plural. Do not, well, JavaScript will not give you an error, but there should be some common sense.
Yes.
Right? There should be some common sense. So fruits. So here we can say apple, then banana, orange, orange, apple, orange, banana, right? Mango. So you can declare array in this way, one thing, or you can declare array in this way. Colors is equals to new array. So whenever we learn object oriented principles in the JavaScript, you will get to know what is the meaning of new. But presently you can just remember as a syntax. So this is one type of syntax. So this syntax is called as literal notation, array literal notation, and this kind of syntax is called as array object, or more precisely constructor, using constructor, by means of using constructor. So here also you can add a red, green, blue, red, green, blue, right? Fruits and this thing. So these are the two ways of defining an array. These are the two ways of defining an array. You getting my point? So first way is called as array literal notation, and second way is a constructor notation. Can you see this is a, now you don't know presently what is a constructor, but consider that something, this is called as constructor. So whenever we will learn object oriented principles, at that time you will exactly get to know what do you mean by this. But presently, just remember this as a syntax. Array can be created in the two ways, in the literal form and in the syntax by using constructor. Okay, so let's note it down. Declaring the array in JavaScript. In JavaScript, you can declare the array using one of the following methods. First one is what? Array literal notation. Array literal notation. And the most common way, this is the most common way of creating an array. You enclose, here you can say, you enclose a list of elements within the square brackets. You enclose a list of elements within a square brackets. So if you want to write a code, we can write the code. Otherwise, you may refer this thing. Okay. Constructor, you can array constructor. Here you can say, you can create an array. You can create an array using the array constructor, although it's a less common. So you'll not see this much in the practice, but we create in that way also, right? Now what we will see, array operations. H1, working with array. Working with array. So first, if I want to access the element, very first thing, accessing element. So here H2, accessing element. So how do we access the element? Accessing elements. How do you do that? Array, how do you access the elements? Now see, this is the color, this is the fruit, right? This is the color and this is the fruit. First, I would like to show you by printing it, what happens. Console.log fruits. What happens if you print an array? Console.log colors. First, I will show you what happens if you print the array day 30, right? And node array01.js. Can you see? It will print in this form, something like square bracket, start square bracket, end square bracket, start square bracket, end. No matter, you have defined array in whatever way, whichever way, right? Array would be represented in this square brackets. You got it? Okay. Now, how do you access the array? So you can access the elements something like this. So let's write console.log. Console.log accessing elements. Accessing elements. So how do I access the elements? Here you can say console.log. I will not create the variables and other things, but we can create the variables anyways, no problem. Here we can say 0th element. How do you access 0th element? Name of the array, fruits, rectangular bracket 0. Can you see? So each element would be having some index. So this is a 0th element, first element, second element, third element, right? 0th element, first element, second element. 0th element, or here we can say fruits 0th element, fruits 0th element. Okay. Then similarly we can say color first element, colors first element, colors of first, right? Let's run the program. Just clear it and run the program. What happened? Okay. Can you see accessing elements? Fruits, 0th element, apple. Colors, first element, green. Remember that this is a 0th element. This is first element. Do not consider this as a first element. Array indices start from 0. What is the index? Index is nothing but the position. Can you see position? 0th position, first position, second position, third position, right? Now, another important aspect of the array is calculating the length of array, right? Length property. Length property. So we can say fruits length, and here we can say fruits dot length. Similarly, colors length, colors dot length. So it will tell you a number of elements available in an array. Number of elements available in an array. Can you see fruits length 4, color length 3, because 4 elements are available in an array, and in the colors 3 elements are available. You getting my point? 3 elements are available. Okay. Now here we can say changing the elements. Changing or modifying element. So again here we need to take a help of index. So here we can say first we will see colors or fruits of 0 is equals to, so can you see here is an apple, right? And here we can say grapes. So before modification we will print, before modification we will print, before modification, and what? After modification. Correct? Let's try to see what happens. Can you see before modification apple is there, after modification what? Grapes are there.
Yes.
Similarly, let's try to do it with the second array. Colors of first yellow, right? Console.log here, console.log colors. Let's print the colors before and let's print the colors after modification. So can you see 0, 1. Before modification it's a green, after modification it's a yellow. Getting my point? Okay. Then I want to add elements to an array. Adding elements. So this is a modifying existing elements. Now adding, we can say modifying existing elements, adding new elements. How do you do that? So let's print before adding fruits array, fruits dot push, fruits dot push, and here we can say apple, fruits dot push apple, and here then colors. So let's print the colors, let's print the colors, and then we can say colors dot push cyan. Again print the colors. Let's clear it and see here output adding the, so before changing grapes, banana, orange, mango, right? Because here we modify the element, apple becomes grapes, grapes, banana, orange, mango. Then grapes, banana, orange, mango, apple has been added. Then red, yellow, blue, Then red, yellow, blue, cyan. Can you see?
Yes.
We are adding the elements. Now modify, add and get, accessing elements, length property, modifying elements, adding elements. Now next part is what? Deleting the elements or removing elements. So how do you remove? First print fruits array as it is, and then here we can say fruits dot pop. Can you see? Fruits dot pop removes the last element of an array. Removes what? Last element of an array and returns it. Whatever it has deleted, it will return it const a removed fruit. This is what? Whatever fruit have been removed, that fruit you would be having. And here we can say after removing we will print the fruit. Last fruit would be getting removed. Let us see what happens. Just clear it. And can you see removing elements? Grapes, banana, orange, mango, apple. Can you see apple is the last?
Yes.
Grapes, banana, orange, mango. Can you see apple has been removed? In the same fashion, you can talk about other, and even if you can print console.log dollar removed fruit is removed. So you'll get to know what is removed. So here you can say apple is removed. Can you see that? Apple is removed. Okay. Now let's talk about color. Let's print the color first. Yeah, color. Then again I will copy this, and here I can say removed color and colors dot pop. Again print the colors after removing, and here you can say removed color. Just a minute. So here you can say removed color. Let's run it and see. Can you see apple is removed? After that red, yellow, blue, cyan. And can you see here red, yellow, blue, cyan is removed, and here also you can see cyan is removed. Getting my point? So these are the fundamental operations related to array. These are what? Fundamental operations related to an array. Hello?
Yes.
Do you understand this?
Yes.
So here you got to know how to define the array, right? How to access the elements, how to get total number of elements in an array, how to modify existing elements, how to add new elements, how to remove the elements. Let's note it. Working with an array, accessing elements. Array elements are accessed by means of their index. Array elements are accessed using the square brackets and using their index. Within the first element, with the first element having index of 0. Then h2. So you can refer the code on the GitHub, right? Deliberately I will not write it over here. Otherwise you will not refer the Git. I want you to refer both the things. Okay. Length property. Array is having array have a length property that tells you how many elements are there in an array. array have a length property that tells you how many elements are there in an array, right? This also we have seen. Then modifying elements. Modifying elements. How do you modify the element? Just a minute. How do you modify the elements? Am I audible? Hello?
Using index.
Say that again.
Using index.
Yeah, how do you modify the elements? You can modify the element. See, you can modify array elements by assigning new values to them using their index. You can modify array elements by assigning new values to them using their index, right? Then adding elements. Adding elements, how do you add the elements? You can add elements using push or see here, you can add elements to an array using various methods like push, unshift, or direct assignment. Or what? Direct assignment. Now, what do you mean by this? So we have not seen this thing. So can you imagine this, how you are going to do this thing? The way you have a push method, you also have unshift method. The way you have push method, in a same fashion, you have unshift method.
Yes.
Right? Unshift, you will get to know what is the difference in the adding elements. Where is the adding elements? Push. And here, okay, fruits dot unshift. Unshift apple. Okay, unshift orange. Do we have orange in the array? Okay, we have apple, banana, orange, mango. So what fruits we can take? Kiwi. Kiwi, unshift kiwi. And you can consider this as before unshifting and this is after unshifting. Okay? Unshift. Unshift. Just clear it. In the adding section, we need to check. Can you see adding elements? Can you see grapes, banana, orange, apple, kiwi? Kiwi is over here. So unshift operation adds in the beginning. Remember that. While push adds in the last. When you can say push, it adds at the end of the array. And you can push and unshift multiple elements also, comma separated like this. Multiple, you can push and unshift multiple elements also together. Now third way of adding element. So here we can say fruits. Now how many elements are there? Go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Here you can write 7th also. 7th is not available over there, right? Then what is a fruit now? Apple, banana, orange, mango, grapes, then kiwi, papaya. Okay, and print the fruit again. Sorry, not this. Removing elements over here. 1, 2,
Sixth element.
yeah, I think sixth element, I'm sorry. So here, sixth element. Just a minute, let me remove this. You need to worry about the indexes. Remember that, otherwise such things will happen. Yeah, can you see here in the adding new elements, kiwi, grapes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 is the 7 actually. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct? So this is the way, multiple ways of adding. Push means at the end. Unshift means beginning, at the beginning, at the start, right? Using direct index. But here you need to know the index, and then and only then you can add like this. Adding the elements. So you can add the elements to an array using the various method like push, unshift, and what? Direct assignment. Correct? Removing the element. H2. Removing element. Removing the element. Well, you can remove the elements from an array. You can remove element from an array. You can remove element from an array using methods like pop, shift, and splice. Pop, shift, and what? Splice. You getting my point? Pop, shift, and splice. So we have seen what do you mean by pop. Removing element at the end, correct?
Yes.
Now, inside fruits, let's add it. Shift. Unshift means what? Add at beginning. Add at start, right? Add at what? Start. Push means what? Add at beginning. Push and pop are same. Push adds at beginning. Sorry, adds at end. Pop removes from the last. You getting my point? Push adds at end, right? Pop remove element at the end. Shift means what? Unshift means what? Add at start. So shift means what? Remove at start. Let's see this. Const removed fruit. Here we can say 1, 2, 1, removed fruit 2 is equals to fruits dot. Remember that these are interview type questions.
Yes.
These are interview type questions. So console.log, here we can say fruits, and here we can say this thing. Okay.
So there is a remove fruit number 2.
Remove fruit number 2 here. Correct. So clear the console, and here you can say, can you see papaya is removed? So before removing the elements, this is the section you need to see. Papaya is last. Papaya is removed. So here we can add one more statement. Instead of removed, instead of removed, pushed fruit, we can popped fruit. here we can say popped fruit, and here we can say popped fruit and shifted fruit, popped fruit, shifted fruit. So is popped, and is,
Shifted.
so you will get it clearly what's happening exactly. So let's clear it, run it, and here you can say, can you see here, this is the removing elements. Last element is papaya, is popped, last element is popped. Kiwi, can you see here, kiwi is the first element, kiwi is shifted, kiwi is what, shifted, means what, first element, kiwi is what, first element. Okay, then splice, this splice method. So presently we have removed at index,
Yes.
at particular index, sorry, presently we have removed at either start or end. Hello, presently we have removed element start or end, but I want to remove any element in between. You getting my point?
Yes.
So let's do that thing, any element in between. So here now we can say popped, shifted, and okay, this is a before, we can say before removing. Let's try to remove the second element, right? Now what we will do, colors dot splice, colors dot splice. So here we can say fruits dot splice start number and the delete count. So what it is saying, start number, so it should start, so we need to remove the fourth element, it should start from 4 and delete how many elements, one element. And here we can say spliced fruit, and see console.log, again we will print the spliced fruit, and here we can say spliced fruit is spliced. See fourth, so first element is what, start from fourth, and delete count, number of element is going to be deleted. Okay, let us see what happens, the output. Clear, node.js 1, removing the elements, apple is spliced, so here kiwi is shifted, and here apple is spliced. So grape, if you can see, grapes, banana, orange, mango, right? Just a minute. So each shifted over here, then after each shifted, whatever is print is, so after the popped, this is the natural array, normal array, right? So whatever after popping, whatever after shifting remains, it is nothing but this array. So we need to check output after this line, that is the natural array. After the pop, so if this line is here, see this is popped, and on this array, let's do one thing, comment everything related to the pop and other thing, it is getting confused. Comment this Okay, now is it fine? Let's run the project. Yeah. So removing the elements. So this is the original array, right? This is the original array, and we are removing fourth one, correct? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Fourth one, and mango is spliced. So after the removing, this is the array: kiwi, grapes, banana, orange. After the orange, mango is removed, then apple, papaya, and can you see mango is spliced? So if you see this splice method, so here you can say after the fourth element, right? If you say delete count 1, means only fourth would be deleted. If you say 2, getting my point? If you say what? 2 elements would be deleted. See now. Yeah. Now see apple and papaya. No, not here, I think. Yeah, let us see. Can you see here? Mango and apple is spliced. Sorry. Mango and apple. So this is the original array. Kiwi. After the fourth, 0, 1, 2, 3, fourth, mango and what? Apple. 2 elements would be getting removed. That's what the splice is. So generally, if you want to delete nth element, you can generally say what? Only fourth element. If you want to delete the fourth element, you can say index, right? Start from the 4 and delete only one element after the 4. Are you understanding this or not?
Yes.
This is clear, right? So you can say pop, shift, and what? Splice. So when you say splice, you need to remember removes the element starting at index 1 up to, so you need to remember that about the splice. Where is that splice? Removes the element starting at index 4, starting at index what? 4, and up to index 4, and up to index 4. You getting my point? Up to index 4, but not including, but here it should be 5 actually. So splice says that I need to start from which element? Fourth element, and delete only one element after that. So just this line is confusing, remove it. So here I need to delete fourth element, right? And after the fourth element, how many elements you need to delete? 1. You can say 2, you can say 3, you can say 4, whatever. Accordingly, you would be getting the result. So you need to remember about the pop, shift, and the splice. So let's try to write about this method also. Pop. What's about pop? Method removes last element. Method removes the last element, or just say removes last element from an array, and removes the last element from an array and returns the removed element. Correct? Shift
Removes the first element.
Removes the first element from array and return the
Removed element.
and returns the removed element. If you go to the shift, see the method shift. This is the shift method.
Yes.
Okay. Now pop method. shift method, pop, do we have right thing about the pop, shift and splice. What is the splice method? Can you tell me? Can you explain the splice method? Is a versatile way to remove the elements from, see here, versatile way to remove the elements from an array at the specified index or a range of the indices, right? Hello? Push, unshift, shift, unshift, or the direct. Let's write about this also. What is a push? Adds one or more elements at the end of an array. Correct. Unshift adds one or more elements in the beginning of an array. Direct means what? You can add the elements by assigning to the specific index. You can add the elements to an array by assigning value to the specific index. Well, there is one more method, slice. There is one more method, slice. In the removing element, we can see slice method. Slice. So when you say slice, see, this is something different method, slice. So you need to slice an array. Remember that. You need to what? Method in JavaScript used to extract the portion of an array and create a new array containing the selected element. Well, this should not come into, well, this can come. I will show you. Let's comment all these things. Let's comment all these things. Okay. And on the fruits, we can apply slice. Slice is returning an array. Remember that. Slice is returning an array. Let us see what slice is doing. Console.log, const sliced fruits and console.log fruits, right? Console. So here original fruits, after the slicing these fruits. Let us see what happens. You need to see in the removing element section. Can you see nothing is happened? See here, array as it is printed. So there is no slicing of an array. Now slice can be used to remove the elements also. So consider that I want to remove the first element, start number and end number 22. Let us see what happens. 22. Yeah. So here, can you see the difference between slice and splice? Kiwi, grapes, banana, oranges, mango, apple, papaya, kiwi, grapes, banana, orange, mango, apple, papaya. So it is behaving something differently, right? It is behaving something differently. So let's try to just hold on. Console.log sliced. Okay, we didn't printed the sliced print. Just remove it and let us see again. Yeah, see here, kiwi. So this output is coming from this one. Do you understand this? This one. This output is coming from this one. Then after the slice, this line is printing this output, right? And the sliced fruits is printing this output. Correct? Now just try to slice 2, 2. What will happen? 2, 2. Start with the 2, end with the 2. Clear? And see, can you see nothing has been sliced? So this is the original array, right? This is after slicing, and sliced is nothing. Okay. Now just make 2, 3. 2, 3. So if you see here, so this array is not having any impact. Can you see? The both original array and after the sliced array output is same. Arrays are same. Nothing is happening on the array. Can you see that? But as a sliced version, it is creating new array. So how many elements are sliced from the fruits array? Only one element, that is banana. 0, 1, 2, right? Start slicing from the second element and end on the third element, which means that only banana. Are you getting this or not? So this is the original array. So for more convenience, we got idea that slice does not make any change in the original array. So that's why I'm commenting out. Nothing is happening. But what slice is doing? Slice is slicing the piece of array. So from the fruits, you are making the slice of this, right? Let's run it again. And see here. So this is what removing element. This is the original array. And from the original array, you are slicing how much array, which will start from the second, end on the third. You can say end on the fourth. Now see, this array would be little bit bigger. Yeah, see now, banana and orange. So this is the original array. 0, 1, 2, 2, right? 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. See, mango won't be getting included, right? Mango won't be getting included. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mango won't be getting included, but till what? This element. Banana and orange would be getting sliced over here. This is the slice method on the array. This is which method? Slice method. Remember that it has nothing to do with removing the elements, but interviewer asks you the question. Interviewer asks you the question on the slice and splice. Getting my point? Slice and splice. Now can you tell me the difference? Slice and splice.
In the splice, remove the which element of array and number of delete number.
See, in the splice, original array is getting impacted. If I comment, let's comment the slice one. Let's comment the slice one, and let's just uncomment this spliced. Okay, so this is the fruits before splicing, fruits after splicing, and the spliced element. Correct? Let's clear it, and here you can say removing the element. This is the original array, right? And mango is getting deleted, and this is the impacted original array. So splice impact on the original array. Remember that. Splice impact on the original array. It will delete fourth element. It will start deleting on the fourth element. And how many elements it will delete? It will delete one element. It will start deleting it will start deletion from fourth element. And how many elements it will delete? Only one element it will delete. It will start deleting from the fourth element. And how many element it will delete? One element. Right? And that removed element. Splice method will give you the removed element. So this can be an array. If you say delete 2 element, it will become an array. But whenever you talk about the whenever you talk about the slice, it will not impact the original array. It will not impact the original array. And when you say start slicing from the second element and end on this 4 minus 1 element, means end on which element? Third element. Start slicing from second element and end on how much element? 4 minus 1, that is third element. Hello? Start from second element and end on 4 minus 1, whatever. If it is a 6 minus 1. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
And it will return that as an array, not the individual element. Slice will always return an array. Slice will always return an array. See, this is an interview type question. Whatever I have covered so far, shift, unshift, push, pop, slice, splice, these are the interview type questions. What slice will do? To extract, slice method is used to extract the portion of an array and creates the new array. This is very important. Used to extract portion of an array and creates the new array containing the selected element. It does not modify. See, it is very important. It does not modify the original array but returns. It does not modify original array but returns new array with the selected element. Right? New array with the selected element. The slice method takes the two optional arguments. What are them? Start and end. Correct. Start and end. So this is the optional parameter. The index at which start extracting. Index at which it starts extracting, and the index at which stop the element. Remember that this is index minus 1. Whatever this index, it should be minus 1. So it will stop at this index. The index at which to stop the extracting. Right? So this is the slice and slice. So this is the interview type questions in the array. So you will get mostly questions just a minute. So you will get interviews mostly. You will get questions mostly on the arrays. On what? Arrays. So we can say H2 difference slice and splice. So let's add table. Here we can say slice. Here we can say splice. Okay. So first extract the portion of an array and creates new array. Extract the portion of an array, creates the new array. Modifies the original array. Splice what? Modifies the original array by adding, removing or replacing the elements and returns the removed element as a new array. Right? slice does not modify the original array. Slice does not modify the original array. Splice can modify original array. Okay. Then parameters start, inclusive and exclusive. Inclusive and exclusive. What do you mean by? So start index would be considered and end index won't be getting considered. That's why -1.
Yes.
Right? Here start index for the removal is optional. Splice, here you can say start index for removal or insertion. For removal or insertion, optional. The number of elements to remove. So first element is important, right? Second parameter is optional. Number of elements, right? Number of elements to remove is optional. Correct? It returns the new array. Remember that? It returns the new array. It returns array with removed element. It returns what? Array with removed element. So, in my opinion, whenever you learn the array, first you should learn these things. That's why I have covered it under the working with array topic. There are a lot of other things are also there that we will see tomorrow. Okay?
Yes.
That part we will see tomorrow.
Yes.
Fine? Okay, let's meet tomorrow and revise these things. I will push the code also. Let me push the code. JS Array Basics. Array Basics 01. Okay, I have pushed the code. Let me stop the recording. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you.